Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you how I make my dog's pill pockets because my dog has to take 3 pills per day, and if you have a hard time giving your dog a pill every day, then you know the struggle. So all you're going to need is all-purpose flour. Any store brand would do. Any milk, regular, doesn't matter what kind of milk. For the peanut butter, it has to be good peanut butter. It has to be creamy peanut butter. And before you buy peanut butter, make sure it does not have that ingredient in it. This ingredient is very toxic for dogs and could kill them, so you don't want that ingredient in there. But the brand I've been buying, that every time I go shopping, it does not have that ingredient, is Peter Pan's peanut butter. That's the one I always get. You're going to need a Ziploc bag. I have a date on mine because you're only supposed to keep these as good as the milk is. And when you buy milk, don't toss it on the sell-by date. It can last a week after the sell-by date. Okay, there's a recipe that I got this from, but I don't use the recipe. I just eyeball it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to open the flour. Oh my goodness. Why do they make these so tough to open? Oh my god. Okay. You can get a scoop or whatever you use to put it in your bowl. This is my grandmother's bowl. I just get a little scoop of it. Just put it in. A little bit more. Like I said, I just eyeball it. Because I've been doing it for a while, so I know how much I need for my dog. And then you're just going to put some milk in. Again, I just eyeball it. I will put the recipe in the description so you can see how much they say to do it. And then you're going to get some peanut butter, creamy peanut butter. Just make sure it doesn't have that ingredient in the peanut butter before you buy it, because you don't want to harm your dog. I do about 3 spoonsful of this. It's usually good enough. Like that. And then all you do is you mix it up until it's like a dough form. You need it to be a dough form because you're going to be rolling it up in your hands and you don't want it to be sticking to your hands. So I'm just going to mix this up until I feel like it's a dough form. At first, the peanut butter is not going to want to mix in with the flour and milk, but just stir it for a few minutes and it should be fine. And what I've learned, if you have too much liquid, just put some more flour and it should take away the moisture. Okay, I'm going to add some more flour. I'm just going to keep mixing until it's a dough form. I have a little utensil that I use for the perfect size for my dog because he's a small breed and his pills are small. So it's the perfect utensil to use if you can find it. If not, a regular spoon will work. When my peanut butter is starting to mix in, I'll show you what it looks like when it's all mixed together. I need some more flour. Just keep mixing until it's a dough form, because you're going to need it to be a dough form. Mine's almost there. We're getting there. It's almost a dough form. The way you can test if it's a dough form or if it's still sticky is you put your finger on it, and if it still feels sticky to you, then you need some more flour. Sometimes it'll look as dark as the peanut butter, or it'll look a little bit lighter, but that's just normal. So we're going to test it. It's still sticky. So I'm going to put some more flour in it. At this point, you just want to put a little flour in at a time Just so it's just enough to get it to not be sticky anymore. Because if you're like me and you have a dog that is stubborn to take his pills, and you always wanted to make pill pockets but you didn't know how, and you know how expensive they can be, this is the perfect recipe to try for your dog. Okay, we're going to test again. Still a little bit sticky. Put a little bit more flour. We're going to mix until the flour is mixed in with it. This could take a few tries to get it just perfect, but it doesn't matter if it's perfect or not. My dog doesn't care if it's perfect or not, as long as it tastes good. That's all that matters to him. He's like watching every move I make right now because he knows what I'm doing. Okay, it's still a little sticky. You just gotta keep doing this until it's not sticky anymore, because you're gonna have to have it in your hands, and you don't want the stickiness on your hands. I do have a standing mixer that I usually use for his treats and stuff, but I don't use it for this because it's not worth it, because I'm not baking anything. Yes, it'll hurt your hand a little bit, but it's fine. The pain will go away in a few seconds after you stop. Okay, it's almost there. Like I said, this can take a few minutes to get it where it's not so sticky anymore. But trust me, once you've done this recipe and you see how easy your dog eats these up with the pill in it and they don't even realize it, it's worth all this work. Okay, one more scoop should do it. Okay, we're almost there. Just gonna mix in this flour with it and it should be good. You see me switching hands because my hands start to hurt, but I know how much Koji loves these. And I know he eats them up every time, especially when I have to give him 3 pills a day. I have to worry about making sure he eats it because I know he'll eat it. Okay, we're all set to go. The utensil I use is this one. I use this because it's smaller, because his pills are like only that big, so this one works perfectly. So what you're going to do, first you want to open your bag like that and lay it down somewhere. And then you take your bowl, take a little scoop out, not too much depending on what size of pill it is, and then you take it out of the scoop like that. And what you want to do, which is still a little sticky, don't know why, but what you want to do is you want to roll it up in your hands like that. Just roll it up into a nice ball, which apparently I can't do with this one. What you can do to fix that is just take some flour and you rub it in your hand, and that should make the stickiness not stick to your hands if it's still sticky after all that flour you put into it. Okay, so we're going to do this again. We'll take a little bit out of the bowl, about just enough to just enough for the pill. You don't want it too big and you don't want it too small. You want just big enough to fit the pill in. And if your dog's like mine, he eats it up, but I believe without even tasting it. Okay, so you just take it out of here. and you put it onto your palm like that, and you just roll it up. Once you get started to do this, you'll get how easy it is. And it's just like that. Just roll it up. It's about like that. Then you just put it in your bag. Just put it in there. And that's all there is to it. You just keep doing that until you have no more dough left. So thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please hit that like button. All my social media will be in the description below, and so will the recipe for this. Thank you.